afternoon. Now, Edel Murphy from Moville has been appointed the new CEO of a leading Northern Ireland disability arts organisation, the University of Atypical. And Edel is actually originally from Carndonagh, but moved to Moville when she was just 8. And doctors told her that she wouldn't live past the age of 12. But after 19 operations, she has just landed her dream job at 45 years of age. Hope she doesn't mind me mentioning her age. But anyhow, she joins me now on the line. Hopefully, Edel, are you there?
Hello, how are you? Yes, I'm here.
Very good, Edel. Good to talk to you. Let's go back to when you were very young. It was a tough time. And what was your diagnosis? What was the problem?
Well, I was living in Carndonagh at the time, and I had a lump on my neck and had it investigated by the local GP. And a small lump turned into to be a little bit more than that. And I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer at the age of 8 in 1986. Oh,
right.
Yeah.
And along the way, you've had 19 operations.
Yeah, the press release said major operations. Some of them were small, some of them were large, some major operations in there. But all in all, I've had quite a number of operations over my life, and I've become quite used to the hospital environment.
One of the operations was on your throat when you were very young, and then after that, you struggled to be understood. You struggled to speak.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the removal of the tumour back then affected my voice box. So I have a very sexy tone now to my voice,
Indeed.
as you may notice. Yeah. And back then, I struggled to speak, and my mum noticed that was something that possibly I needed to get a little bit of help with, and I started drama lessons because of that reason.
Okay, so the drama lessons helped.
Yeah, I started working with Mrs. McCluskey in Derry, and she was a renowned elocution teacher who had worked with many people over the years. I didn't know at the time, but she was around 85 years old when I met her. Wow. And she worked with me and brought me back to a position where I was speaking so that I could be heard, projecting my voice, using my voice. And she did that through poetry and drama and reading, and really getting me involved in loving poetry and drama. And that's where it all started for me in terms of getting a real handle on the arts. Yeah.
Well, doctors said that you wouldn't live past the age of 12, but over the years, beyond the age of 12, you went to Queen's and you had a career as a drama teacher. You also have worked for the Arts Council. And ironically, I suppose the Arts Council now would be the major funders of the University of Atypical. Explain what the university is about.
The University of Atypical used to be called the Arts and Disability Forum, and it was set up as an organisation in 1993. It was set up to support artists, to have equitable standing alongside their counterparts who were not disabled people, but to recognise disability in a positive light, which is something that was very revolutionary and is still something that we strive for equity in terms of disability equity across the arts, across general society. But the arts are a great mobiliser for people in terms of understanding social issues, and the two are very interlocked. So equity for people with disabilities and equity for the artists are sometimes one and the same thing.
So what the university does is it offers supports and campaigns for disabled artists.
Yeah, we have a lobbying remit to support artists and campaign for change at the highest levels in Northern Ireland. but we also support people practically. So we give grants out to artists who are deaf, disabled, or neurodivergent to support their creative practice. We have the most wonderful art gallery, professional art gallery called the Atypical Gallery, and that is on the main street on Royal Avenue in Belfast, near enough the old Belfast Telegraph building, if you might know that, and the library, the beautiful library building. And we have the Bounce Arts Festival, and both of those are main cornerstones of what we do to promote artists who are deaf, disabled, and neurodivergent. So our gallery hosts up to 8 exhibitions a year by a professional artist who also identifies as deaf, disabled, or neurodivergent. And that's wonderful. There isn't anything like it on these islands. And the Bounce Arts Festival was started by Chris Ledger 11 years ago. We're going into our 12th year with Bounce in 2024. And the Bounce Arts Festival is the only disabled-led arts festival that promotes deaf, disabled, and neurodivergent artists on as the main thing. So it started off as a very small thing in 1993, associated with the Cultural Olympiad in Northern Ireland, which was, and it grew from there. We attract artists now from all over the UK and the Republic of Ireland to the Bounce Arts Festival. I'd love to see somebody from Donegal coming and getting involved with our 2024 festival. Please do get in touch with me if you're an artist who wants to perform or showcase your work with us. We'll see what we can do.
Okay, well, there, the word's out now. And you've been involved along the way in some of the programs that you've just referenced there. But it sounds to me like your life and your career has been sort of almost leading to this point.
It has. I have dipped my toe in the water of being an actor, a writer. I have taught drama to children. We shout out to Carramina in County Donegal. That gave me my first opportunity to work as a teacher with 30 young people in Carramina in County Donegal. You know who you are, so thank you for that. But I went on taking that as a stepping stone into working with other people in Belfast, working with the Simon community through the arts, working with children in care through the arts, and ultimately working with disabled and deaf and neurodivergent people through the arts. The arts are so much more than an entertainment. While they're a very important source of entertainment and something I particularly enjoy in my social life, they're so much more than that. And they highlight and invigorate people in all areas of their life and invite people to take part if they can, get involved.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very important when it comes to inclusivity and the university, by the sound of things, playing a huge role across Northern Ireland. And if somebody wants to check it out, just remind them about the name again. It's the University of Atypical. And you said there that for the Bounce Festival in particular, that you'd like to, if possible, to have somebody involved from Donegal. So where can they get more information, or how would they reach out to you?
My email address is edel, E-D-E-L, at universityofatypical.org. You will find information on Facebook and Twitter and all the other platforms. I feel very much that there's some growth to do with the organisation, and that growth I consider to be a little bit cross-border, to engage people from Donegal, from other border counties. And I'd love to see the festival have more representation from cross-border as well.
Okay. Well, hopefully it will. and hopefully it will, thanks to your efforts. But listen, that aside, the best of luck. Congratulations on your appointment, and the best of luck in the role, Edel. Thanks for having a wee chat with us.
Thank you very much. All the best. Cheerio.